Hi, it's your girl Dee Dee. Welcome to my YouTube channel, Realusawoman. I'm gonna jump straight into the topic because ain't nobody have time for a long introduction. This is long form content per request from one of my followers, so hey, about essentially falling asleep in under 10 seconds. This video is going to be 3 parts. The first part, I'm going to be discussing the tips and tricks how to do this for an adult. The second part of the video is going to be how to teach this to your toddler. And number 3 is tips and tricks, little things you should eliminate before nighttime if you want to reset your circadian rhythm. I don't know if I pronounced it correctly. Okay, so let's dive into it. I'm just going to walk you through it. So get a notebook, take notes, and practice applying this at night. In order to be able to fall asleep in under 10 seconds, you first need to learn the techniques on how to completely relax your mind and body. So I'm going to walk you through these techniques, and you will be able to get to a point where you master these techniques and you can get it done in a millisecond worth of time. Essentially, what we are doing is clearing our mind, relaxing our muscles, relaxing our whole body. Yes, it includes deep breathing. And this is all going to be filmed with one take because I'm not gonna edit this. All right, so it just fell, but I was able to kind of catch it. So step 1, you are going to imagine your bedroom, your very specific bedroom, and you are going to start cleaning this room from top to bottom. If you have a fan, you are dusting the fan. You are getting any cobwebs out. You are washing the baseboards. You're picking up all the clutter from the floor. You are making your bed. You're clearing out your countertops. If you have a desktop in your room, you are going through your room. You're organizing that desktop. You are doing a deep clean of that room. Your room represents the chaos and the clutter in your mind that's preventing you from falling asleep. So that's step 1. Sorry, I'm having major tripod issues here inside of the car. So the angle is now a side profile of the window. Okay. Oh, look, here's police. Alrighty, hopefully you can hear me. So you're doing a deep detail clean of the room, and I want you to be very meticulous in the way that you're cleaning your room. This is some of the most important part. When you are done cleaning your room, you visualize getting the biggest vacuum that does not even fit through the door. It is so huge. All that's fitting through the door barely is this hose. And it's a super powerful hose, and it's gonna suck out the rest of the dirt and the clutter. And what's happening as this dirt is being sucked out into out of the room into the hose, it is getting thrown out into outer space and getting burnt up by the sun. Okay, that's step 1. Now you are going to visualize being in a tube. This tube, you can breathe just fine. I want you to imagine the liquid essence of a sun filling up this tube in any color. It's starting with your feet and it's going up over your head, filling this whole tube. As you begin to exhale and breathe deeply, the color liquid inside of the tube is changing. This is you cleansing your body of just toxic energy. Okay, so let's say your color is orange originally. By the time this liquid changes color, it is going to be a dark brown or a black or a dark blue, something that is representing this liquid changing color, this energy, this toxicity, these negative thoughts, leaving your body completely. Now you're in a tube, the bottom of the tube opens up and this liquid flushes out, no problemo. So that is step 2. You need to physically imagine the liquid from the sun filling up your tube, feet first, going all the way over your head. This is part of the process of relaxing your whole body. The next step is going to be the final filtration method for your thoughts. We are going to imagine a crystal clear wine glass full of water. And this water is very clear, but you take it and you put that bottle up to the light. You're now in some tropical paradise. This is, scene 3. And you put that light, shine it through that water, and you see little tiny specks. Okay, you see little tiny specks in your water, and you put it through one more filtration. You tip that water into a filtration, and now that water is pure and clear. At this point, your body should be cleansed of any negative thoughts, any chaos of bills and paying this and she said that, and your body should have experienced a form of relaxation. You could either do both of these next steps, or you can combine it, or you can choose one, whichever works for you. So typically at this point, you would imagine that you are very clear-minded and your feet are stepping onto some sand at the ocean, and you are looking and it's calm, it's peaceful. You're looking off into the distance and you see some kites, you see some people out in the ocean, swimming, surfing, doing their thing. And you're feeling the wind on your body. And you're walking through the sand and you sit next to a sandcastle and you're looking at someone and they have a flag. And they're slowly lowering the flag. So once you get really good at this process, what you can do is very quickly, in a millisecond, imagine cleaning your room. Very quickly, in another millisecond, you imagine that tunnel over your body, releasing that energy. And then this is those 10 seconds that you can just jump straight into once you've been doing this for many years, or even just a few times if you're already experienced. You pick up and learn quick. You're imagining this flag going down, and this is representing getting deeper into that state of relaxation and letting go. You are then looking off into the ocean at the same time that this flag is going down. You are watching the sun begin to go from here, setting down within those 10 seconds. By the time the sun is right here on the horizon, you should be at 1, and when it dips below the horizon, it is at 0. So within these steps and throughout this whole process, especially in the tunnel, to remove that energy from your body, you actually take a very deep breath and you're exhaling out longer. So you can do these deep breathing exercises while you are visualizing this whole process in your mind. So if you feel you did not take long enough deep breaths, During the tunnel scene, you can do it while the sun is going down. And the sun is going 10, 9, 8, 7, and you give yourself enough time in between those countings to really fully experience that deep relaxation. At that point, when you get to 1, you should be very relaxed. You already trained your mind and your body that once you're at 0, then you're out. If you need a little bit more, let's say your mind is not fully cleaned from your thoughts, you can imagine you're at the lake and you're on an inner tube and you're watching the sunset go down, and you feel the waves, or maybe you're at the pool. You feel the movement of the water on that inner tube. So that water represents your thoughts. And as those waves settle, as you begin to feel very easy on that inner tube and you're super relaxed, then you can watch the sun go down. That going down is very, very crucial and important. Usually I have someone that counts down for me, but you can also count down yourself. But just know that it does work best if someone is counting for you and you're just visualizing the whole process. So that's it. Now, to do this with the kid, because you need to get them aware into the act of, you're going to be counting down, they're going to be falling asleep. I start them off at 100 and I count all the way down. Okay, but first we are inside of their room, in their mind, and we're cleaning it. So let's say your son is really into fire trucks, and you can cater the story to your toddler or your child. I feel like it's really important to teach this to your children, because as they get into their teenage years, or once they start struggling with just the world, it's going to be a very beneficial tool for them to know how to enter into a state of deep relaxation, to make sure that they're getting adequate amounts of rest and sleep and restoration. So you're cleaning their room with them, and the toys that they physically have in their room, the condition of their room right now, that's what you're walking them through in that story. However, you can make it fun. So you can say you're cleaning it, and then all of a sudden, there inside of the room is this fireman or a character or a friend that's there with them. And then you go into, okay, so the fireman is helping you count all of these fire trucks that you're going to be putting away. And then you say, wow, there's a lot of fire trucks. There's 100 fire trucks. And so you start counting down, 100 fire trucks on the wall or in the cabinet, 99 fire trucks, 98. And you're slowly taking them through this process of counting down. Then at this point, you say, wow, you finished cleaning your whole room. And guess what? Attached in your room is an inner tube slide. And once you go into the slide, you're gonna be taking a deep breath and you're gonna be going down this slide. Let's take a deep breath together. And you're walking them, taking through these deep breaths. And you explain to them you're very comfortable in this slide and you can breathe just fine. But this slide begins to fill up with this warm liquid from the sun. And also, by the way, before you get into the slide, you can also visualize the vacuum cleaning up any last little dust in their room. So then you take them inside of this inner tube slide and you start filling up that slide with liquid energy from the sun, and you visualize with them the color changing. So it goes from yellow, and the color starts changing to this purple color, and you're feeling super relaxed, and any sadness, any bad thoughts from the day, any hurt feelings, it's all leaving your body, and it's filling up this slide. And then you say, then the water flows out the bottom of the slide, and then you flow out the bottom of the slide, and then you are relaxing on a beach with mommy or with whomever. And then you say, and we're going to take a cup of water. And you do the filtration method with your baby, and you go into the sunset. So this is where you begin to count them down from 10 seconds again. 10, you can say you're getting really relaxed. 9, you're feeling super peaceful, the sun is going down, and you're walking them through these steps. Once you get to 0, no more conversation. The light is out, and that's it. Okay? Couple things that are going to help you fall asleep. First and foremost, don't have a big dinner. If you're eating a lot of food right before you fall asleep, my thing is shaking. The road is not good right here. Okay, so pastas, breads, rice, let's eliminate that for dinner time. Try and do an intermittent fasting where your last meal is no later than 6 o'clock. Mainly protein based, a little bit of vegetables. It's going to be good for your blood sugar. It's going to make sure that you fall asleep. The protein is necessary. It's a vital nutrient for your body for restoration. And then eat breakfast when you wake up. So no late night snacks. Try and eliminate blue light. All of that technology in your room, it's giving off a slight radiation. Make your room your sanctuary. Clear that out. If you can, try and have your room clean when you go to sleep. And all you do inside of your room, you train yourself, this room is only for sleeping and relaxing. No working on your laptop, no scrolling your phone in your room. You have to create a space for yourself if you struggle to go to sleep, that this is strictly for relaxing. Okay? The other thing is, if you want to reset your system, you go to sleep with the sunset and you wake up with the sunrise. And you are physically looking at the light going down and at the light going up to reset your internal time clock. Obviously, this is not realistic if you go to work, if you can't do that. Try it on the weekend. Try it if you have 2 days off to reset it. If you are seriously struggling with going to sleep and it's affecting your mental health, take a couple days off work. Get a tent if you have access to being able to sleep outside. Do a little camping in your house and reset your system. Also, an hour before bed, not only get rid of the blue lights, do relaxing, calming activities that are not technology based. Read a book, draw, breathe, pray, little things that just begin to settle your body. No caffeine. If you are struggling with not being able to sleep at night, you need to cut caffeine out of your life immediately. It is affecting you. You can ease off of it if you need to, where your last cup of caffeine is around 12 o'clock in the afternoon, and that way you can get to sleep better. Some people don't even do lights. They'll do a candle light or moonlight before they go to sleep for 30 minutes. they are not doing those, industrial activities where you have the lights on. Also, something that can lower your blood pressure if you are stressed. A couple things. They say being out in nature, looking at water, but check this out, also looking at flames. So you can light that candle, you can read a little book, you can sit on your favorite chair, and you can look at this little flame flickering, and it's supposed to bring a sense of calm and relaxation to your body. Also, if you are really on edge, you might need to do some of those outdoor barefoot walking. It's called grounding. There's a lot of scientific research that talks about it. Essentially, the earth is a big ball of opposite charge from the electrons, I believe, that are floating around your body, and it's removing those excess ions. I'm sorry, I don't remember the exact chemical terminology, but what happens is it's a plus and a minus, and it just attracts it to the earth and it pulls it off of your body and it grounds you. So do a little more barefoot walking. Try and incorporate praying. Praying is a form of discipline. In order to pray, it involves you focusing on the topic at hand, and you need to pull all other thoughts away from your mind. So what you're doing is you're having your spirit fed instead of your flesh. And when you feed your spirit, that's when you start feeling, I love Jesus. You start feeling the peace and love of Jesus, the holy divine gift that he offers by way of the Holy Spirit. And in order to do that, you need to starve your flesh and feed your spirit. So really, instead of being on your phone for 1 or 2 hours at night, pray, fellowship with Jesus, journal to him, read the Bible. This is going to be very helpful to conquer your body. Your body is very challenging. That's why it's very hard to work out, or a lot of people can be just lazy, don't get things done that they need to get done, and that's the body. They say the spirit is willing, but the body is weak, and that is so true. So starve the body. Don't indulge in the body. Indulge in the spiritual stuff, especially right before bed. This is going to help you fall asleep at night. Okay, thanks for watching. Bye. Do everything. Subscribe, like, follow, bell notification, everything. Thanks.